Students from across Canada traveled to Kahnawà recently, part of a countrywide trip to experience the diversity of life across Canada. KTV spoke with Experiences Canada President and CEO Deborah Morrison while the group was visiting the Kanien'kehá Onkwawén Raotitióhkwa Cultural Center.
We're here as part of an Experiences Canada 150 and Me project. It's a special initiative to celebrate Canada's 150th. And we've selected 150 youth from across the country based on a question that they answered for us about what's the greatest challenge or opportunity facing Canada for your generation. And we divided them into 4 groups, and we're sending them to 4 different places across Canada. So this week we're in Montreal with 38 kids from across the country. And we're here in Kahnawà because at every stop along the way we want to make sure that the youth are really getting an experience that reflects on our Indigenous populations and our First Nations. And for many of them, this will be the first time that they've ever been in a community that wasn't an urban environment, and never mind an Indigenous one. So we're hoping that we're going to dispel some myths for them and give them a lot of education that they otherwise might not be getting in the classroom.
I was very happy to be here, and I did not expect to see anything like what I've seen. And I come from Winnipeg, and we have a lot of people of Aboriginal descent, but not Mohawks. And I was I was amazed by seeing that they're actually preserving their culture. They are doing so many things to preserve their language, their church, just everything. I think it's very important to not let it go, to do not lose your culture.
The food's really good, like really good. Like the soup is really good. I enjoy that. But I do like I like the carvings that some kids have made over there. I like the architecture a lot. Like the church is really, really nice. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the significance of a lot of things. Like Kyle was just showing us over there, like the significance of smudging, like what it means and what it's representing. And I just really like the representation in the food.
Well, we're in Kahnawà for one day, but we're in Montreal for a whole week. Yesterday they were taking part in a big youth forum that took place at the Old Port of Montreal, and there were hundreds of kids there talking about Canada's place in the world and reflecting on, what it means to be Canadian in the world and what can Canada do to help the world. So big lofty ideas yesterday, and now they're getting sort of a connection in what can we do right here at home, and what is our own identity here in Canada, and how does that reflect on our place in the world.
It's different. It's refreshing. I haven't seen anything like this before. I'm from Winnipeg, and there's a lot of Aboriginal population there, but I've never seen anything like this. It's different.
I'm thinking about bringing my family here because I think, because we live in Winnipeg, I think for them it's going to be very interesting to see that there are different tribes used to live here, and they still do, and there's cultural center. So I will come back to Winnipeg, and I'll tell my family that we're coming here.
We're super excited to be here. They had probably a whole bunch of different ideas of what they were going to see. I think we've succeeded with Gold 1 and making sure that some myths are dispelled, and they're sort of seeing this as a community, not unlike others across Canada. In other ways, we've learned a lot about residential schools, and we've heard a lot of the difficult history, which for some of these kids is the first time that they're sort of really hearing it. Maybe it's not the first time they're hearing it, it's the first time that they're sort of understanding and connecting with it, because they're now standing in the places where people were affected. And of course, those living experiences make a big difference than just, if you were getting lectures or classroom teaching. So I think it's hitting home for them, and I think they're connecting to the community in ways that they never imagined they could. Experiencescanada.ca is our website, and there's information on our program there. And this is the second of 5 youth forums. So any young people that you have that are interested in getting part of this project and conversation and having a chance to go to Ottawa for our culminating event just before Canada Day can go to the website and sign up.